just hit a bird. So I'm about 3.5 hours in on my first day of van life. I'm traveling from Massachusetts to Arizona, and yeah, just absolutely annihilated a bird. I don't know if you can see that, but down by the wiper there's some feathers. There's some more feathers over here. That's unfortunate, but other than that, so far the trip has been going great. So, wow, my last video. I cannot thank everybody enough for watching that and subscribing. It's just amazing. I mean, it's only been out for a couple weeks, and I think I got something like 12,000 views already. I'm almost up to 1,000 subscribers. It's just, it's awesome, and I'm glad you all really liked it. And thank you so much for watching, subscribing, all the comments that you leave. It's all excellent, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new here and you have no idea what I'm talking about, my last video I did was a below zero night in my camper van, and I will link that down below in the description of this video. So be sure to check that out when you get a chance. It's a good one. Also, if you're new here, my name is Sean, and I am recently unshackled from debt and work, and I am currently, as of today, January 1st, 2026, moved into the van, and I am traveling the country, headed out to Arizona currently, but my plan is to visit most of, if not all, the national parks across the country over the next several years. If you're wondering about this van build, I do also have a video of that, and I will link that as well down in the description. Alright folks, first a little annoying problem of the trip, and let's see if I can get back here. This cabinet door here, which is held on by magnets, keeps getting rattled loose over the expansion joints over the highway and everything. Adjusted this a bunch of times already, and it keeps happening. This water bottle has shifted a bit and is pushing the door out a little. So I'm gonna get out and see if I can remedy this at all, because it is super annoying. This is the third time I've stopped for it. I am currently on a 20-mile long major animal collision corridor. That's super. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's super awesome. Where even am I? Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area in Pennsylvania on an animal collision corridor. Sweet! I'm going to stop here soon before the sun sets and get some gas. Into the sun I go. I want to spend the night in the George Washington National Forest, but I am not sure if the roads are seasonal or not. If they're seasonal, then they may be closed, or maybe some of them are closed, some of them are open. So I need to get to a motor vehicle use map and figure out what's going on. Visitor maps and guides. Okay, this is from 2015. This is a pretty old motor vehicle use map, but let's see. I think I'm staying in section 4 or 1. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's 4 here. Alright, so it's going to be 93. We got to find the seasonal roads list. So I got to find 93. Here we go, 93. Seasonal designation, and we go up here, this says dates allowed. So these are the dates that you're allowed to use, and it looks like from January 1st to January 10th. It's very specific. And then from April 1st to May 19th, and again July 1st to December 31st. This is from 2015, so who the hell knows, but it's right from their website, and it's the only data I have available. So we'll try it and see what the heck happens. Why, oh why did I think this was a good idea? I passed so many Cracker Barrels, and I'm sure there was a bunch of Walmarts that I could have stayed at. Really hoping that this works out. But right now it's 9 o'clock pretty much, and I am climbing a pretty steep road in the mountains of Virginia right now to try to find a place to sleep. Yay! So I'm now at a Cracker Barrel. The camping on a Forest Service road idea was a complete bust. Wasted an hour of time and gas. But lessons learned. I'm exhausted. I've been on the road for 12 and a half hours. So I am just going to do my bedtime routine here and crawl into bed. And I'll talk to you more in the morning. Have a good night. Good morning, everybody. Had a pretty decent night's sleep here at the Cracker Barrel, and got down to about 42 degrees in the van. I did have the heater running for a while and then turned it off, so it wasn't too bad. Outside, it was 25 degrees, which is very surprising to me. I thought driving 10 hours south would have been a little bit warmer than that, but what do I know? Haven't really spent any time in the winter here in Virginia, so maybe this is normal. I don't know, but 25 degrees, still pretty cold. So anyway, very conveniently, right next to this Cracker Barrel, there is a Walmart, so I'm gonna head inside and use the bathroom there, and then we're gonna get an early start and hit the road. lessons learned so far. One, last night, trying to find a camp spot in the dark in a national forest that I've never been to. Not the best idea. Just because a forest road is labeled as legally allowing dispersed camping doesn't mean that there are going to be any campsites on that road. So the road I spent a lot of time and gas wasted on was just a narrow, windy, steep road going into the mountains. And so lesson learned there. I should try to do a little bit more research before I head out. Maybe I should have checked iOverlander. Not everything's on iOverlander though, you know. The places I stayed at in Vermont, dispersed camping, weren't on iOverlander. So anyway, next time I'll do some more research. It might just be easier while I'm on the road trying to get to Arizona to, stay by the main throughways and sleep at Walmarts and Cracker Barrels. And the second thing that I discovered is why my door on the kitchen sink keeps coming off. And that is because the water jug with a full load of water is moving around ever so slightly, and that is pushing the door partially off its magnets. So I have to figure out some way to secure that, because it is driving me absolutely bonkers. I should be cures for people more. I wish I had power. I'm currently headed to my friend John's place. He lives just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm gonna hang out with him for a bit. Not exactly sure what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll do some wheeling in one of the national forests. Maybe go for a hike. I don't know. Okay, so I'm at my buddy John's. It's 10 p.m. I had an excellent night. We went out to Pinky's, like a Mexican place. It was really good. I had some fish tacos. We went out to a brewery. I can barely even say that. A you know what I mean. A place where you drink beers and they brew it on site. A brewery. I don't know why that's so hard to say. Anyway, had a couple beers there. Came back here. Played some Nintendo. That's right, Nintendo. From the 80s. Smashed some buttons on some Rampage. That was a really fun time. Apparently that game in 2-player mode is impossible to die in, because we played for almost an hour and there was no end in sight. Had some hot dogs, sat out by the fire. Just a really great night. And so here's my accommodations for the night. So, got my own bed, room, got a shower over there, which I'm about to utilize. So really good night, and thank you so much to John and his girlfriend for allowing me to stay here. Good morning, everybody. Getting an early start today. It is currently 6:30 a.m. and today's mission is to drive from just outside Charlotte, North Carolina to Florida. Exactly where in Florida I haven't decided yet, but got all day to figure it out. So yesterday, as soon as I got to John's, he noticed my van was just absolutely caked in salt, and so he was kind enough to let me use his pressure washer, and so most of the salt is now off the van, and most importantly, off of the chain on the 125. Yeah, I need to get some oil on that so it doesn't rust. Okay, let's pick a place in Florida to head to. Where am I right now? Near Huntersville. right, how about we'll do Lake City. Looks like it's kind of right next to a bunch of off-road trails, which is kind of cool. And today it looks like we're going to be doing a little bit of driving in the rain. It's not coming down too bad right now, so hopefully it stays this way and doesn't get any worse. Myself that I could have continued working 10.5-hour days. I could have bought a house for way too much money that needed an additional $200,000 worth of work, and I would have been commuting 3 hours a day. I could have done that, but when I put it that way and I really think about it, this feels maybe like a better alternative. I'm not sure. You know, it's a really big change living in this tiny space. Everything takes longer. Everything's more difficult. And obviously I'm not working right now, so society doesn't really like that. And I can't help but feel a little guilty at times. So I just got to keep reminding myself that I'm really lucky to be able to have this opportunity, and to be able and to be brave enough to take it. I don't think a lot of people would actually be able to just change everything up and quit that steady income to live on the road. Despite having those thoughts, this is still a wonderful drive. The Garmin Tread 2 GPS really coming through today, taking me on some excellent back roads. The road condition is nice, and the scenery is pretty decent.
Turn left on Glen Street, then take the first right.
Okay, so I'm taking a little detour here because right now I'm passing through Sumter National Forest. They don't allow dispersed camping, unfortunately, but there are some trails here. So we're going to go over to this one here. Oh, ow.
Turn left on Academy Street, then take the first left.
Inori River Southside Trail System. It's a pretty easy trail, so figure we'll just take a little detour and check out the National Forest. Over there.
In 1.25 miles, turn
Everything just opened up. It looks like at some point there was probably some logging done, and I'm in a massive clearing right now. I'm almost into Georgia, and I just saw my first palm tree. That makes me happy. I'm in the middle of nowhere, Georgia. And it's wonderful. Roads are amazing, and there's zero traffic. Loving the drive. So I've made it to Lake City, Florida. That was a lot of driving. That was pretty much straight through from 6:30 this morning, and right now it is, I don't even know, I think it's like 5 o'clock right now. I am in the Walmart parking lot, but I'm not going to stay here tonight. There's actually very conveniently located close by a Planet Fitness that is 24 hours. And I checked that on iOverlander, and people have stayed there before, so I'm gonna go in there, maybe get a quick workout, definitely get a shower, and check with the manager to make sure it's okay that I spend the night there. Okay, so I just talked to Planet Fitness, and they have no problem letting me stay here for the night. In the morning I'll go in, maybe get a quick workout, but definitely get a shower, and then I'll be on my way. I'm going to wrap up the video here. My first 3 days living in the van overall was really good. Had some ups and downs. That first night trying to camp in the National Forest, that didn't work out at all, but you know, found a Cracker Barrel and they gladly welcomed me. Had spaces there set aside specifically for RVs for free, so thank you to Cracker Barrel for that. And yesterday was a great day. Going over to my friend John's house, I got a good meal, a bed, a shower, and I also got to test drive his 2017 Corvette Z06 Corvette, 650 horsepower. All I gotta say is thank goodness for traction control. That thing is crazy. A lot of fun, but I would probably lose my license very fast if I owned that car. And then today, started off a little rough, kind of anxious, kind of guilty. I talked about it earlier in a clip. Got better midday, kind of when the sun came out for a bit, the rain went away. Eventually it came back, and then so did my crappy mood. You know, anxiety over loneliness and, you know, just failure, which that's nothing new. That's pretty much been my life since 2020 That's how my brain's been working. But just keep telling myself positive thoughts, and obviously, you know, this is new, so of course it's going to be difficult. I've never done this before, and there's going to be a lot of adjustment that's involved. So you know, it's okay to feel this way as long as I can control it and not let it consume me, which so far I'm doing pretty good at. But that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing, giving it a thumbs up, a like. If you want to support the channel, I'm going to put a little QR code up here that links to the Buy Me a Coffee website, but it's actually Buy Me a Campfire. So one of my favorite things to do is sit by a campfire. Firewood's a bit expensive, so if you appreciate the videos and you're feeling extra generous, feel free to go on over to Buy Me a Campfire. So that's going to do it for me. I'm going to eat some dinner and do my bedtime routine and get some sleep before hitting the road tomorrow morning. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you in the next video.